What's up, WWE Champions Bubs? This is Lee from Champions Chat wishing you a happy Halloween. And we've got a new Ozzy Osbourne Bark at the Moon surprise character. Not even the content creators knew about this, as far as I know. Anyway, I wasn't one of them that did anyway. And there's some controversy surrounding this guy too. So we're going to have to see how we like him, what he does, all that kind of stuff. So he is an S-tier aggressive striker of the Legends era, has links with Legend, no gear currently, and his coaching ability at 31k, red gems do 30% more damage, yellow gems do 30% more damage. And he's got a bunch of different moves here that we're going to take a look at. But first, let's just admire the Teen Wolf-inspired character art that he's got going on right there. I like that. It's a fun thing, and I'm enjoying it. So let's check out a couple different move sets for him. The first one we're going to take a look at here is this. On the bottom, or top, the No More Tears 6 MP purple move, deal damage, choose 10 gems to make into black. In the middle, the Beastly Maul 8 MP black move, deal damage, and choose a 7x4 area to make into multiply gems of strength 9. You see it, I see it, we can work with this. No, I'm not going to run the drip plate. It doesn't exist for most of the community, but you obviously know that that would hit harder as well. Then you've got the finisher. You deal a decently good amount of damage right there and make 28 multiply gems into purple and pin the opponent. On the entourage, we're going to run Mellow for purple and black. Start with 4 more MP. If you don't have Mellow, start with your purple MP. This thing's hard to see out of. Then I'm going to run D-Low to get started with something that people mostly have. We will run Sherry on the Run It Back because, of course, we're going to. Then you're going to have your new Zombie Bret Hart. Purple gems do 30%. At gold, that'd be 40%. Multiply gems do 60% more damage. And to get started loaded turn 1, you would need Santa Hogan. On the strap, you're going to use the Eternal Positivity basic plate. Whenever you break 3 or more black gems, make 3 purple MP. And then you have the Bubba's specs. You're only hitting it one time, so it's not necessary. It's not doing a huge amount, but there's not really a whole lot else that buffs your purples yet. But wait, we're going to get to a trap build in just a minute, of course, as well. You can see I've got a 50% gem damage strap, double fury 2s on him, and this right here actually should change to black just because he has a decent hit on his black finisher. So yeah. All right. So the trick with the Eternal Positivity, you definitely don't need it, but you can set up a 5 and 3 match. Always a risk of Cascade, and especially going up against Big Papa Pump here, he would put us in a hurt lock of sorts there with his finisher. But you can run this. You do a 5 match and a 3 match. You're going to reload this and reload this, so you can kind of keep going. So we can try it, but again, you're also making these wonderful multiply gems throughout a large portion of the board. So it's a little trickier because you got to do them across here. So let's see if we can. We'll try it. You know, worst case scenario, we fail horribly. You know, that wouldn't be so bad, right? So if we do that, that shouldn't create an issue. And then we'll do that. Let's try it. No cascade. As long as we don't cascade here. Hey, look at that. It worked. All right. So now we can throw down this and make the whole board times 10 multiplies. Obviously, you see we didn't actually even need to do the second setup because I don't need to run this again. It's not going to benefit me any. So let's just make these 4 or 5 million almost damage plus 28 multiply gems purple. Oh, that's fun. I like the Ozzy Mystical Powers theme that they keep going with that. Obviously, you're not going to hit the whole board with that, but still 32 million, so that's 64 million at gold, maybe even a little more than that, because if Brett's at gold and he's at gold, those percentages actually stack a little bit better. So let's just call it 64 for now, but 64 million, that's a good start, guys. That's a really good start, and we are just getting started. So let's take a look at something else. Second moveset we're going to run is the one I'm most excited for because you see it. If you've got the Tama plate, you know that it works nicely. So you've got a 6MP bite instead of what we were running with the make black and then swap them to purple. That modifies a 7x4 area into trap gems. If broken by your opponent, deal damage, make 2 random gems into multiply of strength 7. If broken by you, deal damage and make 3 random gems into black. Hello, normal Ozzy. On the entourage, though, it's pretty whaley. You do need Carmelo, period. You just need him to make this work past 99 MP at least. So you've got 4 black, 4 purple, plus you need Woods for 4 more black, plus you need Santa for 1 more black and purple. You're still going to need a midline bonus because that's 9 out of 10 here and 5 out of 6 there. So you still need a midline to make it work, but I'm guessing this is a whaley enough character that you're going to, probably have that at some point, or you're willing to use props. You also have your Bret Hart, same one we ran before. On the plate, you're going to run the Tama Tonga's plate because, yeah, of course you are, right? It's making trap gems into purple, and that's exactly what this does. Whenever you make 6 or more trap gems, increase your purple gem damage by 300% on top of those multi-gems, then those purple gems are going to make black. So why not use the Barber's Blade plate? Whenever you make 6 or more trap gems, increase your black gem damage by 75% for 1 turn. I say that sounds quite nice, don't you? So we're going to imagine that there is a midline bonus for this for Feud because, why wouldn't you with what we got going on here? And you're going to want to throw the trap gems out first because they're random. If you throw out the multiply first, you're going to inevitably overwrite them because that is a pretty massive area right there. So we've just buffed the Tama's plate. You can see we're at 133,550, and then these ones right here should be more than that. Well, still not visually showing the way it should. Now you're going to do a 7x4 area into multi, which means you are going to overwrite one of those little sections there. Kaboom, kaboom. And now you're going to make your multiply gems purple, which hopefully you've connected them well enough that you are going to then break the board. And you're going to get some matches that happen. And you're going to see the purple traps go off. And you're going to do a bunch of other stuff here, which we didn't. So it was still 40 million, right? It was still 40 million and I didn't do it right. I'm going to make a quick swap on this because... yeah, why wouldn't I make a quick swap again? But it was still 80 million and it didn't even run right. So this is a new Julius Creed candidate right there. It's a little more clicky than Julius, but you're good. You're good. So instead of the Barber's Blades, because it is going to be random when those go off and, you're going to see it happen as you go, we're going to run the Ozzy plate instead. So ignore the graphic above my head. It's getting more and more outdated as we go on because there are just so many plates that you can run with this. There's so many different ways you can make this tick, but 80 million at gold right off rip is amazing. So let's do this one. Whenever you break 20 or more trap gems, actually that's not going to help us because we didn't break the trap gems last time. What we really want then is break purple, make any other color. So where's our break purple, make something? Break yellows. Break purple, make black. Yeah. This will give you 7 green gems that turn into black. I mean, it's still a bit of a gamble, but it's going to be a better hit anyway, as long as something matches. All you want to do is just match something, right? And make it happen. But again, 80 million. He's got the Julius Magulius effect going on, and that's why we're going to show it one time with a little different setup eventually too. So let's let this go out. By the way, if this doesn't go on the top or the bottom, it does screw you up. But it's seemingly going on the bottom every time, so that's nice. That's super nice. If this were 1 row smaller, I know that that's counterintuitive. That might actually help us out a lot. All right, let's see if we can get anything to match, because we just need that wonderful, wonderful plate to match some green gems or anything that starts the cascading. There we go. There we go. There we go. That's what we want to see. Yeah. Yeah. That worked out beautifully, and we're still hitting some purples. Now we're throwing more out. Now we're going. So that's 57 million. So that's what, 114 million at gold. 114 million at gold with the Tama plates. So yeah, that was pretty darn good. I'm happy for that. Let me talk to you about another moveset real quick, and then we'll close this one out. I like this guy. I like him a lot. Actually, just a quick note on this one here. During plus 99 MP, this is going to be your moveset to run with, and I still have a hopeful sneaking suspicion that in November they're going to have double MP trainers again as the focus. We'll see. But of course, this one is 2 rows into 15, and it's controllable. So it's less rows, but it's more strength on each. You're making a lot more chance that you're going to break the other part. So just a note, this will work, but it is not going to work after 99 MP unless there's either a red and black or a purple and red double guy. And even then, you would want it to overlap as much as possible with black so that you can have the finisher loaded after that. So we're hoping for black and red or black and, well, I mean, at this point, we're just hoping for black and red because there's already black and purple. So just a note on that one before I show you one more thing. All right, our final move set is triple red. Now, that does mean I'm ignoring the chokehold, the 10 MP purple sub. Yes, you can put that in place of the multi-gem creation. So do black, purple, purple. That does allow you to have one, it's an 8 MP charge, so you still need to have a midline bonus, but you only have to have the black loaded, and then you can kind of go in from there because that does allow you to kind of reload, but it's still hard to get to with the 8 MP charge. So, it's there, and then you can run one of the plates that, do a sub, make a color, buff, etc. But for this one, on paper initially looked terrible, but I'm going to tell you why it's not here real quick, because this is a 6 MP all the way around red moveset. The Beaker Blast. Whenever you deal damage, you make 30 random gems into a mobile. Not my favorite thing, right? But then you're going to turn 2 rows into multiply gems of strength 15. Again, he has a lot of ways you can run these move sets. I'm just showing you some. Then you do the now you see me, now you don't. Deal damage plus bonus damage, although it's not that much, for every immobile gem. Then deal a decent chunk of damage and make 13 multiply gems into red, which is where we really want to see things, because that means those multi-gems are going way, way up. And the immobile gems are there for a reason, but it's not what you see right here, and I'll show you why in a second. So you need one of your red MP trainers in Santa to get started loaded turn 1. Therefore, we're going to put Sherry on here. I know I didn't put her on the other build earlier because she's a little whaley, but you definitely want to see this damage that he can do. And if you don't have Sherry, put Matt, or put any one of the ones who does multi-gem up 1. There's lots of them. And then Bailey, if you've got her, red gems do 30% and multiply 60. Keep in mind, at gold for her, that'll be red gems do 40%. And at gold for him, gem damage doubles, which means those two stack a little bit, gives you a little bit extra. But here is why you want this moveset to run. The nearing end finally has a place. Whenever you make 6 or more immobile gems, increase all of your gem damage by 350% for 1 turn. That's insane for what we're about to do. And then you can put the Pity the Fool on there. Whenever you break 4 red gems, generate 10 random black, which is his primary color. If you miss any multi-gems, that's just on cleanup and just extra damage duty right there. This is, wow, a lot more powerful than I thought I would see it. Let me just say that. I initially didn't run triple red until the end because I was going to say, hey, this isn't actually that great of a thing. Then I started reading deeper into it and went, wait a second, that nearing end plate that really doesn't go on too many people is good, right? So these are doing 88.9, so 89K each on red, We're going to hit this, which buffs or triggers the nearing end plate. That was kind of funny. I like that move. Good, and it left at least one red gem I can look at. So now these are 186. Keep in mind that doubles at gold. Then you're going to choose 2 rows to make into multiply gems of strength 15. You can just put them wherever they're going to match up to the most stuff. So like here and here would be okay. Or of course you could just do here and here. Yeah, whichever you prefer. So now we've got multiply gems of times 19. Then we're going to make all of these multiply gems, well, 13 of them at least, into red. So, all of them are buffed insanely high. Ooh, that was fun. That was ooky spooky right there. That did damage. That did a lot of damage right there. Then we're going to get some extra damage there. Keep going, keep going. 64 million at silver. 64 million at silver, which means if you have a nearing end plate, you can do over 130 million damage right there at gold. Insanely good. In terms of Legends era strikers, this makes him better than Ali, and he is going to, especially that 6 MP build, triple red right there with the nearing end. That is just so easy. It's foolproof. You're not going to cascade because you're not doing anything till the very end. I mean, it's just that good across the board. So I would rank him now as, I would think, the best Legends era striker in the game. If I'm missing somebody, let me know. But previously, I mean, he's better than Rocky. He's better than Ali. Yeah, who else? Who else is a Legend era striker? He's definitely better than Honky Tonk Man, with the nearing end plate even. So, yeah, all of his movesets are very good. The nearing end plate, many people I should say have and don't really have a good home for it because it doesn't really do great on anybody. I mean, it does okay on some. Well, don't get me wrong, but this is now the place for the nearing end plate. I mean, just flat out, this howls at the moon. It is the best way to go. He is among the top, I'd still say among the top strikers in the game. I mean, OTC is probably still better. I would arguably say that Zombie Sammy is still better, but I mean, he's right up there either way. So, yeah, definitely great. If you got him on the Oopsie Poopsies, and if we all get him on the Oopsie Poopsies, that would be phenomenal. I would love that. So, let me know what you think in the comments section. Like the video, subscribe to Champions Chat, if for nothing else, because in this awesome Wolverine mask, I can't read the screen. I'm doing most of this blind today, baby. Happy Halloween to all of you guys, and I hope that they resolve the oopsie poopsie in such a good way that we are all happy and excited about the outcome. Too much? We'll see. See you on the next one. Bye.